Hello guys, welcome. Today I'm going to introduce you to new features in RealMotion Pro version 1.56. It has gotten preview, so you can preview your animation. It also has added preview for also your own custom animation. You can add preview to your custom animation, and also if your character has different rest pose, you don't need to convert it to T pose. You can just go ahead and apply animation, and you can just use the visual T pose to recalculate it to set into T pose. So here I'm going to demonstrate how you can use. So first we are going to install the RealMotion Pro add-on first. Let's go here. I have the add-on here. There is the RealMotion Pro version 1.56, and this is the previews, and this is extra mockups file. So here I'm going to copy the address as test, okay, and I'll go to edit preference, and I'll go to install from this, and I'm going to select the RealMotion Pro. This is the main add-on. I'm going to select it. So now it has finished install. Okay, let's open this one and make sure you enable it. So here on your panel here, you can see we have install extra files and we have install preview. Okay, that's this one. The extra fast is the extra mockups that you need to install, and there is the previews. Okay, so let me go to the sidebar here, and I'm going to the RealMotion Pro. Here, if you have the animation, you can choose any animation from the list and just click on preview. Because we don't have the preview install, it will say this action does not have a preview. Install the preview .zip first. Okay, so you need to install it. So how to install it? Make sure you are in the preferences for RealMotion Pro, and then click on install preview. So navigate to where you have it and just select the preview zip file and click install it. This can take some moment to install it. Okay, so let's wait. So now it has finished install. Okay, the preview has finished install, and we got the message here. So where to get it? So after it has been installed, anytime you select any animation from the list and you click on preview, and it's going to say this may take some moment to catch, and the preview will be smooth, and you can see after it catch, the animation is going to play smooth. So okay, so here you can just choose any animation from the list, just click on preview, and it will take some few seconds to catch the preview, and it's going to play smooth here. Okay, so you can just select any animation, just cancel and click on preview, and it's going to load it. Okay, so that is how it works. So you can just preview any animation before loading it. Okay, so if you want to also install the additional files, you just need to go to the RealMotion Pro, click install. So let me cancel this, install the extra files. That one will appear on here, the retargeting path. So if you click on set path, you see we don't have any folder here, so you need to click install extra files. So navigate to this here, make sure you download all this one. Okay, and I'm going to click on this, select, and it's going to extract it. Okay, we have done installing. So once you click on set path and you click on here, you can see we have Mizamu. Just click on set path and everything is going to be ready here. Okay, so let me save my preference and let's go here. So let's go to the animation. Okay, so right now you can just append any character you want into the scene. Okay, so here I'm going to import my character I want to use for the test. Okay, so now this is the character I'm going to use for this test. Okay, so here I can just simply go here and select my character, just select the rig and click pick target rig, and it's going to assign it. So anytime you choose animation from the list, let's say I'm going to choose walking. Okay, walking, and you choose walking from the list, you can just select this one and preview it. So you can see it from here, just click on load, and it's going to load to your character. Okay, so let me go on here, we can see it is doing the walking animation, and this is pretty good. You can just click on cancel, select any different animation, just preview it to see how it looks. You can see this walking backwards. Okay, so I can go to here, I'm going to go to where this one and I'll go and load the animation and click on record. So it's going to walk, and here it's going to walk backwards. You can see the animation here, and it's look exactly this one. Okay, so that is how it works. Okay, so click on cancel, choose different one, like let me reset this. We have a lot of animation in here. Okay, like the boxing. Okay, can choose the boxing, preview it to see how it looks. Okay, you can scale it to see how can scale it up, okay, so to see it well. So this is how the previews work. Okay, zombie run, okay, and just click on cancel and preview it again, and you can see it here. Just click on load. You can go to any frame you want and load it, and it's going to work. Okay, so this is how to use the preview. Okay, so I'm going to reset everything and cancel it. So what about your own custom animation? Can your own custom animation have preview? Yes. If you go to the custom library, after you export your animation, you can add your own preview to it. So I'm going to show how to use also that one. So let's go to the retargeting, or you can animate your character by yourself. Okay, so I'm going to use the retargeting. Okay, let me load any animation. Okay, like backflip. I'm going to load this one. Okay, so I'm going to pick this one and pick my target rig, my source rig. That one contain the animation, and I'm going to pick my target, the one that's going to receive the animation, and click build boneless load preset. Because of this is Mizamo and this is AutoRig, I'm going to load Mizamo to AutoRig. So Mizamo to AutoRig, this is the preset. You can see I have selected this one and click load. Just set bone, set root bone, and after that just click on bind constraint, and we have this. Good. Okay, so I'm going to select the rig, make sure the feet is on the ground, and let's check. You can just unbind it, load different animation you want. Let me load this one. Okay, so I'm going to set this and just click on bind. Okay, so set it on the ground, and we have this. So what I'm going to do here is just click on bake. Okay, after you bake, you can just delete the source rig, and you have this animation here. Okay, so this is what you have. You can just go and check the animation, like go to the animation. If you want to learn how to use the foot lock, you can go to my channel. There's tutorial how to use the foot lock. I can just activate the foot lock, and I'll go here. You can see the foot was moving on the ground like this. So I can go to here, and I can lock it from frame 1 to what 42. Okay, so I'm going to lock it. So apply from 1 to 42. Okay, 42 from 1, so that the foot will stay on that place. So you can see now the foot is not sliding. So that is how it works. So after you have corrected everything, we can go to you can go to the custom library, and I'm going to export this. So let's go to the dope sheet and go to the action, and this, or you can go to the action and select the action you bake. This is the Benko bake. Make sure you choose this one, okay, because that's the action you want to export. After that, let's type name here. I want to put the same name, but I'll remove the bake. Okay, so left like this. And after this, let's go to here, and I'm going to do viewport rendering single frame, and I'm going to use that one as the render image. So just go to the render image and choose that one. So I'm going to use this one as the image that will appear like this. Okay, so what about the preview? Okay, so for the preview, you can export it before adding the preview. So let's export before adding a preview. So let me click export. This will tell you to save your scene first. So I'm going to press Ctrl+S to save it. So after saving, just click on export, and this is going to take some moment to export. Good, now it has finished exporting the animation. Where to find this? If you go to the animation, and since you choose your rig type is AutoRig because this is AutoRig, if you go to all category, and if you go to categories and you choose AutoRig, you can find the animation here. This is it. So let me reset all this. Okay, so when I reset this and I load the action again, okay, if you're using the Blender version, that's your legacy, and if you load animation and the animation is not working, make sure you choose legacy. Okay, you have selected the legacy. So now you can see the animation is working here. I can go to front and click load again, and the animation is going to continue. Okay, You can load it as you want, and you can add multiple animation add to it. So let's go and export the preview. Okay, I'm going to export the preview. So to export the preview, make sure you have selected your character rig, and the same name you used to export the action, make sure that the same name is in here in the action name, and the action also here, and you have selected your rig. Okay, just click on add preview, and now it's going to add camera. Okay, I'm going to bring the camera back little like this. Okay, let me rotate it so it's be, and we have something like this. So the camera is parented to Richmond. Okay, so it will follow the character everywhere it's moved. Okay, so if you want to render, how many frames do you want to render? I want to render from frame 1 to 42, so I'm going to end on 41 so it can look better. Okay, resolution you want to render it, so you can leave it like this, or you can increase the resolution. So after that, just click on render preview. Good. So after it has rendered the preview, the camera will delete and you have your everything back. Let's go to here and click on preview selecting animation, and we can see we have it here, and the animation is going to be preview. Okay, so this is how it works. Okay, so we can add preview to your animation. You just go to here, after you have export, just click on add camera and set the camera well, and just click on preview. And you can also cancel the preview and the camera will be deleted. Okay, so that is how it works. You can use this one. So here are some of the features. Also, we also have new features called visual t-pose. What this does is if you don't want to convert your character into t-pose, you want to stay in its rest pose, like if it is a pose, you can just leave it like that and it's still going to work. So how does it work? Let me show you how it works. Okay, so first let me hide this character. Okay, I'm going to hide this, and I'm going to append this character spider. So remember, this is different from this guy. Okay, let me select this guy, and I'm going to reset, cancel the preview. I'm going to reset it. You can see, and let me go here, and I'm going to choose my rig. Make sure you set to FK. Okay, so now I have set this one to FK, but if you check this character, this one has T-pose as the rest pose, while this one has A pose as the rest pose. You can see this one is in rest pose, it is in T, and this one also rest pose while it is what? A pose. So let me go back to their pose position, and I'm going to load animation to them. Okay, so let me load maybe walking. Okay, let me go to all category, and let me load walking. Okay, choose this one, going to pick this rig and load. So we can see the animation has loaded correctly, and the character is working nice, What about the one has A pose as the rest pose? You can go to the settings and choose your character rig, and you can import this and set into T pose and apply it, and this is going to make your character rest pose to be in T pose. But what if you don't want to do that? Okay, if you don't want to apply your character rest pose, you want to stay in A pose, while the animation is still working. Let's go and load the animation. So here I'm going to load the walking to this character. So let me click on load and let's check. Okay, make sure you're using legacy for the character, and let's see. You can see both of them is working. They all have the same animation, but you can see the foot is not right on the ground. Also, the hand has been folded because the animation is from a T-pose character to A pose character, so it will make the hand fold. Okay, so how to fix this? Let's select the character rig and let's go to visual T-pose. Okay, so here if you click on calculate rest pose, and we can type the start frame and the end frame we want to calculate. Okay, so here start from frame 1 to frame 25. Okay, so you can type it here, or you can use marker. So if you use marker, that means it's going to detect the nearest marker. If you say the nearest marker is working start, okay, and the nearest marker is working end, so it's going to start from where the marker starts and where it ends, and it's going to set that as start and end frame. You can see this end of 25, and it set end frame as 25, and it set start frame as what here. If you go and load another animation like the same working, it will still use the nearest one. Okay, let's go here. It will still use the 1 to 25. If you go in between this one and you click on here, okay, let me close this one and you click on this, you can see it starts from 26 and to 50, because this one ends on 50 and this one and start on 26. So let's go to this one in between here and click on calculate response. So click on OK. Okay, click on here and it's going to calculate and set your character to match. Okay, so now you can see both of them is working the same. Okay, so since because it's calculated from 1 to 25, this one is not going to, but you can see right now if your character response is in the pose, you can just load animation to it, use the visual T pose to recalculate it back to make it match. Okay, so that the hands will not fold. What about another frame like this? If you want, you can go to pose mode, and if you're in the pose mode, make sure you have selected a bone. Okay, example, I can select only the hand, this hand bone, and click on here and calculate. This will apply to only the selected bones. Okay, if you're in pose mode. So let's select also this one, and I'm going to do for it, and it works. So I'm going to do for this other one, and going to click on here and calculate, and it works. Okay, so you can see now it works perfect. So this is how also the visual T pose is work. Okay, so if you have your character and you don't want to apply, you don't want to convert into T pose, you can just use the visual T pose. Anytime you load the animation, make sure you go here and calculate the visual T pose to make it work. Okay, so that's how it works. Okay, let me go to the timeline here, and you can just reset the rig, and I can load different animation I want. Okay, like this one, base, boxing, click load. Okay, this one. So I'll go here and click create response, and it's going to do it for you. So if you are not in post mode, I have some selected bones that is going to automatically do for you, like the legs and the hand bone. You can see now the foot has been contact to the ground and it works. Okay, this is how the calculate visual T pose works. Okay, so this is good. Okay, so if you don't want to convert your character into T pose to destroy your character rest pose, you can just leave it like that, and you can use the visual T pose to make it work. So this is the end of the tutorial. So next time I'll go in depth for step by step on how to use the new features. Okay, so this is the end. So thank you for watching. See you in next video.